go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
But you always lying, you're unashamed. I know why you're hiding, you always win. You're so going to everywhere, but I know you're not hiding, baby. Now you get closer. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I know, I really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I know, I really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth. I'll say the truth. I'll say the truth.
Okay, I couldn't continue with the music. It was just too much. After 1 minute, it's too much. I can dance by myself for like 3 hours by myself. I love dancing by myself and singing and just dancing and moving my body while I'm cooking and stuff like this. But like, I want to keep these videos at least 20 minutes or under. Sometimes 30, but like under 30. Okay. So here we are. Welcome, Sawubona, visionary. Where's Tandwa Sam? Sawubona, Tandwa Sam. My loves. Okay, that's what Sawubona, Tandwa Sam means. I honor the divinity within you, my love. Let me say that for you again so that you can actually understand it. I honor the divinity within you, my love. Sawubona, Tandwa Sam. I think everybody should speak Zulu. Instead of English, I think we should all speak Zulu because Zulu is so sexy. Sawubona Thandwa Sam. It's just 2 words, but it's like I honor the divinity within you, my love. My love. My love. I think the official language should be Zulu, and I should be the Zulu teacher. What do you think? I think we're onto something. Let's have a dialogue. What do you think? Zulu, the official language of the world. Oh, yes, I think so. Comment below and let me know. Don't you worry, I'm going to be keeping these videos in for a long time. And soon, quite a few people are going to be watching these videos. Like, lots. Okay. So today I would like to talk about succession planning. I've been meeting a lot of people that are restaurateurs. And I met a guy who has 10 restaurants. Very successful at this stuff. Very successful at this business of restaurants and hospitality. And of course, because I talk to everybody, he started telling me he's served child. I'm not gossiping, I'm just telling you stuff. He was like, but it's every single CEO. I find myself in this experience, in this thing of succession planning. That's why I'm training my army right now. I'm building my army of smart children who are leaders, who can think. And then I'll leave my business to them when I die. Death is not real. So when I transition, I will leave my business to my foundation, which will be run by children that I know I've raised, who I know I go out into business with, and we do business together, and they know how damn Teacher Tembi works. You know? So that when I leave my business to them, it's just, I know that the prayer that I've been praying, and actually the prayers of my ancestors, will be fulfilled through many, 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 many souls. I think that's the best form of succession planning and legacy. It's better than money. It's better than, I don't know, your children fighting over like homes and cars and that's so fucking silly. Change consciousness, make a fucking dent in human consciousness. That's the kind of succession planning I'm after. Excuse me. That I am interested in. It is 10:30. I have been working since 4 o'clock this morning. Uh-huh. Maybe. Last bit of water. I have a few more days of this and then I can take a break. I'm really excited when I achieve my goals. When I set up to achieve something and I actually achieve it that day, I go to bed so happy, so fulfilled that when I wake up in the morning, I'm excited. It's like I have this burst of energy. I'm so grateful to be out of depression. I'm so grateful. But I'm also grateful that I gave myself time to heal. Because all of the people that are awakening now, I feel for them. Truly, I feel. But evolutionary compassion. You must evolve. Okay, let's talk about succession planning. This is the last one because I have to go to bed. My voice is saying it. Honoring my health. So there are a lot of business owners that are in the health. I know it for myself. That was the one thing that used to keep me up at night. What am I going to do with this business when I die? I was thinking these thoughts at 35 years old. Can you see how morbid my brain was at 35? I'm thinking about my death. But if you're not thinking about your death, you're going to arrive at your death and you will not have kind of gotten into alignment or checked if you're in alignment. And that's why now baby boomers, even the ones with money, are hella confused because they weren't really expecting COVID. They weren't. Not a lot of people were, right? So people have quit their jobs. We had the great resignation in America after COVID. And people just quit their jobs. They're like, you know what? I've had like a reshift in my thinking. I don't think I want to work 80 hours a week. I want to work more at home because I've actually seen the fact that I can work from home and I can be as productive. I can do my laundry. I can be on Zoom calls and, we can just have this fun experience. So why would I want to be on a plane 2 weeks out of the month and not be with my children? I can still zoom into China, zoom into Japan, zoom into Africa, and still live my life and still go snorkeling and play with my children and eat my vegan food and whatever it is that these millennials are into. Young people have realized is that they're not going to give up their lives for what? Your dream as a CEO? I'm sorry, they don't care. Usually I'm yelling at the employees always the time. I'm yelling at mindless souls. I call them mindless souls. They're not. There's really great employees. There's really great people who work in organizations that actually care. It's the ones at the water coolers, the jealous ones who don't want to self-actualize, the ones who live in self-esteem issues with master's degrees, and yet they want to be the CEO of this company, yet they fucking don't know how to pay payroll. I'm like, do you know the stress that CEOs go through just to make payroll? To pay insurance? To keep the lights on? You have no fucking idea. And you're sitting here in this water cooler office and you're drinking your coffees that your fucking CEO is paying for. And you're bitching? And you actually have a job where most people don't have a job in the world. They would love to have the job you have and the money you make, and you're ungrateful. I'm usually always on the mind of souls. But now let's go to the CEOs, the visionaries. Because also I like to talk to I told you I'm an equal opportunity offender. Sometimes we find ourselves in these positions where we don't know what to do with these companies and we are pretty anxious about what we're going to do because the people that we've trained, the people that we thought we could trust in, rely on, might have had a shift in consciousness. They might have been like, what the hell? I'm not doing this. And they have a right to do that. Everybody has a right. They are a sovereign being They are entitled to say, yeah, this no longer serves my highest good. I am not engaging in this, and I didn't choose to engage in this. And so, yeah, now that I've like had an awakening, I think life is more precious, it's more important than just slaving away in an office. It just doesn't work for me anymore. Sorry, not sorry. Goodbye and God bless. There's nothing you can do about it. Especially with millennials, they just leave. What are you going to do? Yell on the internet? That millennial promised me that she was going to do and this and this and this. And then she found out that I was wackadoodle. And she's just like, fuck that shit. I'm not doing this project. Oh, yeah, because I don't have other people lined up for my succession plan. I don't actually have a succession plan. What? A succession plan? What is a succession plan? Oh, I had a succession plan, and the succession plan turns out that it's people who actually don't even know what they're talking about. Of course, every CEO is in hell right now because all the people we've trained, all the people we've invested time, money, energy into have chosen different paths, and that is okay. But yo, it's even like people in corporate executives who mentor young people. You can mentor somebody for 5 years, and you're putting in your time after work. They come to ask you these fucking mindless questions. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do 5,000 times, and then after that they disrespect you and they quit after you've invested 4 years of your life. Even if it's just an hour once every 2 weeks, well, it's still energy to prepare. And after you've gotten off the call with these sometimes mindless souls, you're like, what the hell? But you're still committed to seeing someone evolve, being, because somebody did that for you when you were mindless. And then that person just quits. Yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. Yep, don't want to do it anymore. And then it doesn't work out wherever they're going, where they don't want to do, because they didn't want to do the hard work with you. They wanted to take the easy path. And then when the easy path no longer works, they want to come back. Usually that's when the people send me LinkedIn messages. Oh, Timby, do you have a job? Oh, Timby, or something like this. Let's go to coffee. And then at coffee, they start to tell me of their sad stories. And I'm like, how? That's why I don't do these things. I don't even answer those kinds of emails. If you're out, you're out. Goodbye, God bless. You made the choice. Goodbye. Everybody's entitled to make their own choices in life, and everybody's entitled to learn from their own karma, because we all have to learn. You think I haven't had made things like I told you about? I kicked the kingpin of Las Vegas nightclubs. He was like the CEO of Pure Management Group at the time. It was like a long time ago, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, like this. And that was the hippest nightclub group. And I couldn't get a job. And do you think I kind of like hated myself? So here's the thing. If you're a CEO and you're in the, I hate my life, I hate my job, I don't care how successful I am, I hate my life, I hate my job, I don't know how to sell this business, I don't know if my children don't want this business, for definitely sure a lot of CEOs are in this. The children want nothing to do with their businesses because their daddies were out working all the time, and the children are like, hell to the no. If I take on this business, that means I'm going to have the same hellish relationship with my children that my dad had with me. It's way deeper than your children just not wanting to take your business. It's most of the time related to trauma. They're like, what? I must give up my life like you gave up your life so that what? I could not have a relationship with my children? Are you mad? Why would I want to take your business on? And you, the father or the mother who's built this successful business, you're like, because now these children, especially millennials, will tell you straight up to your face, what? The Gen Xers are too afraid of the baby boomers, their parents, because their parents used to whack them. And the baby boomers are just clueless at times. Actually, most of the time, clueless. When it comes to things of now, but they are still our elders. I still love talking to baby boomers. Look, I'm married to a baby boomer. I get so much wisdom just from life experience that baby boomers have lived through. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to go down that path. Nope. Don't want to die without self-actualizing. Nope. 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 So I better start working on my succession planning now and start training the future visionaries so that my legacy and my soul's legacy can like continue throughout all of eternity. It's going to take time for this because it's a long-term investment. I can't wait till I'm 70 to do this, or I can't wait till I'm 30 or 50 or 60 to do this, because people have a right to just quit whenever they want. They have a right. And whoever told you that people don't have a right has programmed you into a false ideology. That's slave consciousness. What we're living in now is liberty and sovereignty. So people have a right to come and go as you want. You have a right to have damn boundaries and say, nope, I don't like this about you. I don't like this about you. And I will not tolerate this, and this about you, because I do not tolerate it in myself. So thank you, no thank you. You do not belong in my company, and that's that. And I'm not going to invest money into you or into training you because you do. There's a lot of employees that are angry that they do not get training at work. Career advancement. I'm like, how about you invest your own money and buy some courses and advance yourself? Like, advance yourself. And then as a CEO, I can see, oh, look, they are trying. They are bringing in fresh ideas. And of course, then I want to support you. But no, you just want to sit there with your master's degree and tell me you're not giving me enough personal development for me to advance yourself. Where is your initiative? Where is your initiative? So even as a CEO, I invest in your education, and then after that you quit. You take this education to go make somebody else's company successful. Okay, you have a sovereign right to do this. But when it doesn't work out, you want to come back? Hell to the no. I have a right to say, I don't like anything about you and the way you maneuver in this world, and you are not welcome in my world in this lifetime and next lifetime and for all of eternity. Thank you, goodbye, and God bless. Boundaries. Because why must I keep being in the pain? What did I tell you? The nature of human is to offend each other. Until we can actually play from the realm of sovereign being, even if you come and work in my company, or if I come and work in your company, I am a sovereign being. Sovereign being. We're all going to wound each other. Your children are not going to want to take on your companies. People that you've trained, invested a lot of money, will dump you at the last moment when you are like, I need to retire. What now? Do I sell this thing? What if it has no liquidity? What if it has no value? You don't even know how to evaluate your work and what your company is worth. Your children don't like you because you've been away from home for so long. You've lost connection with your children, with your spouse, with your family, trying to build this business. The people who you thought were going to help you with this business are now like, you're realizing so late in your life that they were numbnuts. How could you not hate yourself? I lived in this hell for quite a bit. And then one day I said, enough. Radical forgiveness. And what I came to after doing a lot of this radical forgiveness work, especially around sovereignty, is that I am a sovereign being, and you are a sovereign being, and you are a sovereign being, and you are a sovereign being. And as sovereign beings, we can make sovereign choices. And part of those sovereign choices is boundaries. Part of those sovereign choices is I'm not investing in someone who's unable to self-actualize. And some of those sovereign choices is once you're out, you're out. You cannot come back and create some more drama in my life. And some of those sovereign choices is, oh, I want to play with people like this who are supportive, who are encouraging. Yeah, we will have disagreements, we will have fights, but it's not from a malicious, nasty, envious, jealous place. And from that place, I can build with those people. And if I do decide to leave my life's work to these people, I know that they will carry this mission forward, and it won't take a bunch of board members to make sure that my vision lives on. You know what I mean? And even when I'm on the other side, getting ready to incarnate back, I can talk to these people and say, hey, this vision needs to keep pushing forward. All beings liberated on planet Earth. And if you don't, I'm going to come back as a bee and I'm going to dang, dang, onto you. And we're like on the same page. There are a lot of CEOs who are in hell right now. They don't know how to get their money out of their businesses. They don't know how to sell. They don't know how to evaluate their life's work. Some of them are just they're going bankrupt with these businesses. Employees are just quitting. They don't care. Actually, the more I do consulting, the more I realize that people are so disengaged. They actually don't care. They don't care. They care about the paycheck. Honestly, they care about the paycheck. Who doesn't care about the paycheck? I like the paycheck too. But they really don't care about your vision. It doesn't matter how much you try to tell them about this vision, unless they are buying into the vision and they are building the vision with you. They don't really care because they don't have an invested interest in it. They have an invested interest in the paycheck. But this has been the guru syndrome. We've been sold the idea that we are CEOs and we have got to be the ones telling people what to do. Do you think I haven't fallen into this trap? I have. But that's when you get the borderlines that will show you exactly what's up, or the narcissists that will just try to humiliate you and humble you. So that's why I think like a seed and I behave like a seed and I live like a seed. Because if you're not even willing to come to seed level, even with your master's degrees, you're not a part of my world. Because these are the fake people. Because when I was inauthentic and wasn't calling out these fake people were running a mess in my world. And succession planning was not even an option. Building a legacy was not, because I was just putting out fires. Because crazy people create a lot of crazy drama. A lot of CEOs are in hell, financial hell, like you cannot believe. A lot of employees, I'll tell you, even though you've like invested so much, I'll resign. I'll just resign. And then after that, they think about it. They come back 2 days later and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Big sorries. Day late, dollar short. Why must we put up with this? But this is the beauty of this. The nature of life is relating. When we can't relate with ourselves through some kind of therapeutic process, how do we expect to be able to relate with the people we work with, the people we sleep with, the people we have families with, the people at the grocery store, the people at the airport? If somebody actually taught us that relating with self as just a human being, not even just a CEO, blah, 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 just a human being, it gives you a better opportunity to relate with others and to say no to what is dysfunction early before it destroys you. Nothing can destroy you, but it can just damn waste your time. Then you have to do more forgiveness work on this, and it's just such a fucking waste of time. But you wrote it in your story, so there you can forgive yourself again. You can say no and yes to what works early on. And you can bless every single experience. I'm all for blessing the experience. If you don't bless these experiences will come haunt you as someone else. The fastest way to healing is blessing. It's not fun to bless somebody who has hurt you. You believe they've hurt you, but you wrote the story. So bless that teacher for showing up and doing their job. It's not fun. You don't feel happy because you are in amnesia. Do you think I am not in amnesia most of the time? I love to be in amnesia. You hurt me. I love to be a victim. And then hang on a moment. If I don't take responsibility for this, I'm going to stay in this hell and then I have to die in this and then come back and have to re-experience this with these people. It's enough. No. I love myself too much. I accept myself too much. God said, oh my God, you need to self-actualize and finish your life's purpose and live this thing called life. So no, I am not engaging in self-sabotage. I am not engaging in self-sabotage. I'm going to take my radical forgiveness worksheet. I'm going to get real with myself. Forgive God as a CEO. Okay? Or a person in management who is responsible for the evolution of people's consciousness at work. Forgive God for people who are ungrateful, who up and leave and just leave you stranded. Even like this could be for people who work in a team where people don't pull their weight in the team. They don't pull their weight in the team. They just sit there and they expect other people to do all the hard work, and they expect to get the rewards and the glory. It doesn't work like that. You haven't planted anything. These are the thieves, the liars, and the copycats. And that's why these ideas fall apart, because they have no substance. There is no foundation. So when you question, or there's a shift or a change, they collapse because the idea was not truthful to begin with. Copycats. So as a leader, as a manager, let's forgive God for creating this level of mindlessness. Let's forgive God for this. They just quit whenever they feel like it. They just copy instead of think whenever they feel like it. They steal, they plagiarize, they are just fucking a nuisance. They don't understand we have a huge mission here on planet Earth. They're just a fucking nuisance. Let's forgive God for creating this rubbish. And if you're an employee and you've dealt with a psychopathic CEO, I think you better damn forgive God for all the psychopathic CEOs who don't know when to stop, who are always yelling, who are always nasty, who call you names, who tell you that you're stupid. And how could they have hired such stupid people? Whatever it is, forgive God for creating all of these narcissists and psychopathic CEOs and leaders in corporate and in government. Truly this, because we're all blaming each other. Employees are blaming the bosses are blaming the employees. We're all stupid and crazy. Everybody's stupid and crazy. Because I'm the only smartest person in the world. Can you see the narcissism and the craziness of all humans? We're all crazy. Every single human being is crazy. And if you say you're not crazy, there's something wrong with you. You need to forgive yourself for believing that you're not crazy. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's stupid and crazy. Stupid and crazy. Except for me, because I do my forgiveness work. Look at the lights. It's so much better. I just had to turn it around like this. Oh my God. I had such bad lighting for all the time. I could have just turned it around. Look at me so you could look at my beautiful self. Like, Look, whether you're a CEO, whether you're an employee, whether you're a government worker, or whether you are the person going to the government, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a patient, we all are blaming each other. We all feel victimized by something or someone. Oh, truly this. So how about you be self-responsible? How about you be a visionary and a leader and remember your purpose and remember why you're here on planet Earth? Instead of sticking to stories of victim consciousness and blamology, it is so unattractive. Don't do it. It's unattractive. Okay? You are a visionary. You are a chosen one. Many, many have prayed for you to be here. You have made that sacred contract, that sacred yes with spirit, your higher self with spirit, with them gods and them goddesses, the highest form of God consciousness. You have made an agreement and you said, I'm going to go there to planet Earth and I'm going to play a CEO and I'm going to learn something about being a leader. Or if you're an employee, you have made a contract and you said, I'm going to be some nasty, employee so that I can learn what it is to just not take responsibility. And then one day I'm going to meet the South African girl who's going to be like, hey, oh man, take responsibility. I mean, truly take responsibility. And I decided to take responsibility and I started to do these strange radical forgiveness worksheets. And man, I started sleeping better and I started having better ideas at work and I got a promotion. Oh my goodness, my children liked to be around me. My wife actually enjoyed being around me. I started having better friends, started networking, job opportunities opened up now because I wasn't coming to work with this negativity and this like somebody owes me something. I was actually contributing to the company growing. So of course, if I'm contributing to the company growing, the CEO acknowledges this and is like, yo, man, this person is really helping me. They're just not sitting there fucking leeching off my tit. They actually are contributing great ideas and these great ideas are actually working. There's ROI to these great ideas. Of course, I want to give this person a bonus. Maybe just this. What a novel idea. Take responsibility to contribute to the organization that is actually paying your salary. Instead of complaining about your boss, instead of complaining about the CEO and how they're not giving you enough money, but yet you're not actually going on above and beyond what your job description is because you just feel entitled. If they want me to do more, they must pay me more. Maybe if you contributed something, the company would make a little bit more money and you'd get a better position and you would actually be paid more. And you could actually see, wow, I'm actually smarter in so many areas of my life. And then later down the line, you can go into consulting because you actually try at work. You don't just sit there and fucking clock in at 9 o'clock and clock out at 5 o'clock and collect your paycheck and bitch all day long. Maybe this. And are jealous of consultants that come in. Because really you want to be a consultant and travel the world, but you're too lazy to actually put in the extra effort, right? Right. So if we tell these truths and you take responsibility and you actually forgive yourself and maybe just, okay, let's start with forgiving God for creating like people like Tembi who just like tell you the truth straight up with no kindness and they say too much salt. Okay, whatever. Forgive God for people like me who don't have sweet, nice, love and light. Okay. Maybe just forgive God. Don't forgive me. I have nothing to do with your problems. But I'm sure you've got somebody who talks like this in your world and they're scary as hell. And especially if you don't want to take responsibility for your life and you just want to keep blaming God, the government, and your bosses, people like me make you real angry. Mm-hmm. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. And people like you make me really angry. So I want to know how we can get this thing working so that you can forgive yourself and forgive God. And I can forgive myself and forgive God so that when we work together, we're not scratching each other's eyes out. You're not betraying me. You're not stealing from me. And you're not fucking giving me your damn problems. And I am not being mad at you. So how do we get here? Personal responsibility. Let's forgive God for the dysfunction in the corporations. People under leaders are mad at the leaders. They are not helping us. That's why they're striking. The leaders are like, yo, man, you're not working hard enough. You're not paying me enough. The CEO is like, what the hell? It's like father, mother. HR is the mother. The CEO is the father. And everybody runs to the mother to tell HR off listening to people's problems. And daddy's out there going, I don't actually understand what's going on here, but what the hell? Please, let's forgive each other so that these CEOs can retire. And if you want to be the new CEO, you can step up to that position and you've got the skills, you've got the foundation, you've worked your way up there. You just didn't study your way with your master's degrees, yet you have no experience. Because what happens is when they put you in a CEO position and you have no experience, you have bad people skills, you are unprofessional, you are rude, you are nasty, you are low in consciousness, you're going to sink that CEO's company. Sorry, not sorry to tell you this. And as a CEO, why would I want to give you my company so you can sink it? That's my blood, sweat, and tears. Are you mad? And you're saying the same. It's my blood, sweat, and tears. My children don't get to see me because I'm working for you. Okay, let's forgive each other. Maybe we'll come up with a new solution because the solutions we have right now are not working. Yes, can we be on that page together so that we can just have peace at work? You can come and say your piece with kindness, respect, and love, and I can say my piece with kindness, respect, and love. But let's get on with the business of actually creating a business world that actually works, where everybody's successful, where everybody actually likes doing business with each other, and we can go to each other's weddings, and it's kind of like a family. Your business community is your family. You know that I have a great lawyer, I have a great accountant, I have a great person here in this part of the world, I have a great person this here, and we're not leeching off each other. We're paying each other really well for these services, but it's like I'm paying my brother, I'm paying my sister to have my back. Not this leeching, latching. This is so sick. It's so awful. It's unattractive. It's low consciousness. Let's rise in consciousness. So CEOs, please forgive yourself. Let's forgive God for all of these mindless souls. Employees or people who work in corporations, Forgive God for all of the psychopathic, mindless CEOs and leaders who do not understand your plight and all of your troubles, okay? Because they're so obnoxious, they don't even understand what you've got to deal with. Let's forgive each other. But let's go to God, because we can't really forgive each other because we don't really understand each other. We're all fighting each other for no reason. It is a strategy of war. Because when the war starts, these companies are going to be like collapsing. And then after that, you're going to be like, I wasted 10 years of my life hating my boss. For what? What did I learn from that? Now I don't even have any consulting skills. I can't even actually do anything because I wasted 10 years of my life expecting this company to educate me. Well, now the company is gone. What did I learn from that? Nothing. I'm angry, I'm bitter, and I'm broke. Oh no, it sounds like a nightmare to me. I don't want to sign up for that. And I don't want to be surrounded by people like this because they're a waste of time. I need to drag them with me. They're going to leech off my boobs. No, thank you. Sounds like a nightmare. Meta? And you need to have that level of boundaries. Nobody must come and lash off you, leech off you, and disrespect you, okay, and speak to you crazy. Whether you're a CEO or a leader in corporate, whether you work in corporate or in a nonprofit or whatever it is, a teacher, a doctor, do not let people disrespect you on any level. No, you are the face of divinity. You are the face of love. You are the face of creative love, intelligence. You are the face of the gods and the goddesses as you at the highest levels. Nobody has a right to disrespect you and talk to you as if they're coming off a tree. Cut them out. Send them packing. Let their mothers deal with this dysfunction. Not your problem. And let them their own fathers discipline them or their ancestors discipline them. And you get yourself out and let the laws of Ma'at or whatever God, karma, whatever it is. But you get yourself out of other people's dramas and other people's karmas. You don't want to be taken on other people's karmas. Because when they're enjoying the good life, you're not there. They're not inviting you to these good life parties. So, but when the karma starts, they want you to come and join their misery party. It's a hell to the no. Thank you. No, thank you. Meta. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Toggles, toggles, toggles. Be happy, be happy, be happy. I have just completed my videos for the week. You have no idea. The more I do this forgiveness work, like I'm literally doing now like 5-6 radical forgivenesses a day. So that's why I can be ahead. Because every time I finish a stack of my own forgiveness work, I'm like, oh, we need to go deep into this forgiveness. Because if it's coming up for me, that means it must be coming up for others that are awakening. But also I'm speaking to people on the streets. And I'm like, no, we need to do this forgiveness work. I've been telling people a lot about this forgiveness work. I'm just like, damn, do the forgiveness work and free yourself. So because of that, I think we need to play some music. Because we've actually gone through a lot. Yeah, we've got 9 more days left. We've got 9 more days left. And we're going to be done with this. But it's been fun. It's really been fun for me to go through this. It's like been so uplifting and so just, oh, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. I achieved all my goals. Let's dance. okay, I'm going to bed. It's literally 11 o'clock at night, but I have accomplished everything that I had on my Wake Up Invincible worksheet, and I feel so fulfilled. That's why I can be dancing at 11 o'clock at night while drinking my teas with my tea bags. It's just the best feeling. I think it's also the full moon energy because it's a super moon. And I was like contemplating whether I should go to full moon party or do this. And I was like, no, this is more nourishing for my soul than taking on full moon party energy with all these random souls that are in town. Not that I don't like random souls. I really like random souls because they teach me a lot. But I'm just into boundaries at the moment and just being in my own energy space and having my own full moon parties at home. Why not? You know, why not? Like I've had my time in the nightclubs and with people. Now I'm like, I'm bringing that ecstatic dance thing to myself, for myself. Because I'm just loving myself and enjoying and accepting myself. And my husband has to hear my dancing and all this stuff at night. Thank you, loves. Thank you. Ngiyabonga sithandwa sam. Oh yeah, let's ngiyabonga sithandwa sam. Ngiyabonga sithandwa sam. I'll see you for the remainder of our days. It's going to be quite lovely. Have you noticed that the energy has lightened up a little bit compared to the first kind of like 10 days? That's the thing with forgiveness work, is that the more you practice, your spirit lightens up. And you can like breathe and come up to the answers of the gods and the goddesses. It's so beautiful to go through this process. I'm so grateful that I went through this process live. Well, not live, but like, because my clients have gone through this process so many times. But for me to go through the process and actually trust that the process is for my highest good, whatever is showing up, and be able to just have those tools, technologies. Please download Radical Forgiveness and share it. Share my videos, please. Okay. Share it with people. Even if you just share the Radical Forgiveness worksheet, stop taking on people's stuff. Just share the Radical Forgiveness worksheet with them and get on with your business and get on with your life. Yeah. Yep. Continue with this thing. I love you. I think I was having a conversation, a fart moment. Brain fart moment. Okay, well, anyway, I will see you on the remaining 9. It's going to be fun. It's fun. It's like lighter. Energy's moving. We're healing. We're releasing. We're allowing the divinity of the trueness of God qualities to express through and as us as we forgive and just let go of anything that no longer serves us. All the egoic stories that keep us in limitation, lack, shackles, self-hatred. Oh, thank you. We bless you. Thank you for keeping us entertained for a little bit. It's now time for you to go. Bye. Blessing you. See you next few days. Yeah?